From lip syncing to stealing songs, here's our list of Beyonce scandals that everyone pretends never happened. And let me tell you, it's shocking. Now, we all know that Beyonce is an amazing vocalist, but she has been caught multiple times lip syncing. One of the biggest and most shocking times was when she was singing in the national anthem at the 2013 presidential inauguration. Now, the thing is, Beyonce actually admitted to this. She said she's a perfectionist and wanted her performance for President Barack Obama to be a memorable one. She called the day emotional. Due to no proper sound check, I did not feel comfortable taking a risk. It was about the president and the inauguration, and I wanted to make him and my country proud, so I decided to sing along with my pre-recorded track, which is very common in the music industry. Beyonce has also stolen songs multiple times, and no one really seems to care. In a 2008 interview with Marie Claire UK, Beyonce implied that some of the lyrics to her 2006 single Irreplaceable weren't actually aimed at Jay-Z. But then controversy arose with the writing critics on Irreplaceable, as singer-songwriter Ne-Yo actually wrote the song and was upset that Beyonce took credit for it. He told MTV apparently Beyonce was at a show somewhere, and right before the song came on she said, "I wrote this for all my ladies," and then the song came on. The song is a co-write. I wrote the lyrics, I wrote all the lyrics, Beyonce helped me with the melodies and the harmonies and the vocal arrangement, and that makes it a co-write. So yeah, she did help him write the song, but she wasn't the only one. Now in 2011, Ne-Yo spoke about the song again and said that he wrote the song for himself, but thought that it'd be better suited for Beyonce. Now some of Beyonce's fans read Ne-Yo's remarks as disrespectful towards her. However, he clarified his comment later through Twitter, saying, "Writing, I said I originally wrote the song for me. Once I realized how the song comes across if sung by a guy, that's when I decided to give it away." But just because he gave it away doesn't mean that he didn't create it. And that wasn't the only time that this happened. In 2003, artist Jennifer Armour sent a demo of her song Got a Little Bit of Love for You to Beyonce's record label, Columbia Records. Then, a few months later, she heard Baby Boy on the radio and thought the song sounded awfully familiar. She then filed a lawsuit, but ultimately lost because she couldn't prove to the judge that Beyonce physically heard her song first. Now, Beyonce also stole If I Were a Boy from new artist BC Jean, who was about to debut at the time. Now the song was meant to be her lead single, but Beyonce stole it from her. She recorded her own version, and Jean was upset when she learned that Beyonce was releasing it as a single, but eventually they did reach an agreement. And then there was the time she had a performance that was honestly just in poor taste. Now Beyonce took part in a 9/11 memorial concert in New York City, but many people were shocked that she performed her song Diva. Why? Well, in the track she says, "No passenger on my plane," as well as "This is a stick-up," which she fiercely sang in front of the families of the victims while putting her arms out like an airplane. A Redditor also wrote she can't have known what this concert was actually for or that there were 9/11 victims' families there. "I cannot wrap my head around any other reason why she would perform this song and do the dance with it. It's hard to believe that someone can be this tone deaf." But a commenter then said that Jay-Z was to blame as he produced the concert. But seriously, why didn't anyone stop this? There were so many other songs she could have performed instead. Now, one of the huge scandals happening with Beyonce right now is her and her husband Jay-Z's involvement with the disgraced rapper Diddy. Now, Diddy was arrested in September 2024 for committing horrible crimes, most of which happened at his parties. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z were known to frequent these parties. I mean, they even debuted some of their new music at these events. They were spotted a lot together, and with all the allegations against Diddy now, people are looking at Beyonce and Jay-Z more suspiciously. I mean, in December, Jay-Z was named in a lawsuit filed against Diddy where a woman going by Jane Doe claimed she was mistreated and taken advantage of by both Jay-Z and Diddy in the year 2000. She went to a house party with many celebs and she claimed she was offered a drink there that made her feel woozy, lightheaded, and it felt like she needed to lie down, the lawsuit says. So she went into a room to rest, and shortly afterwards, Diddy and Jay-Z entered the room with Diddy saying, "You are ready to to party. That's when she alleges she was taken advantage of by both men while an unnamed female celebrity watched. Now, after the alleged incident, the lawsuit says that she grabbed her clothes and left. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. Now, Jay-Z has denied this, while Beyonce has stayed silent. Then there was the whole "thank you Beyonce" thing going on. With all the Diddy stuff going on, fans have brought up the fact that when a lot of people in Hollywood win major awards against Beyonce, they always have to thank her or mention her in some way, and if they don't, they have an untimely passing or accident. Now, one wild theory even involves Kanye West's famous interruption of Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. During Taylor's speech, Kanye stormed the stage and said Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. Now, some fans now suggest that this moment was an attempt by Kanye to protect Taylor. Now, it's actually crazy how many celebrities thank Beyonce or say she should have won instead when they win an award. Now, is there something more to this, or is it just a coincidence? I don't know, but it is just plain weird. Then there was her Dubai performance. Now, Beyonce finally took the stage for the first time in 5 years, but it left fans divided because it was a private concert for the wealthy, taking place in Dubai. She was reportedly paid around $25 million to perform at the star-studded private launch event for Dubai's Hotel Atlantis, the Royal. Now, to give you some background, her new album Renaissance was labeled as a celebration of queer culture and made in collaboration with some of the LGBT community's biggest names. While there was a lot of excitement when it came to Beyonce returning to the stage, others pointed out the hypocrisy of her performing in the UAE, where same-sex relationships are flat out illegal. Now, freelance music journalist Abigail Firth spoke to BBC Newsbeat about the controversy and pointed out the fact that Beyonce's recent work is indebted to LGBT culture. She said the performance seems like a really misguided choice for her. She's obviously a multi-millionaire anyway. She didn't really need to do this. She didn't really need the money. That's probably where some of the backlash is stemming from as well. Now, it was just really unfortunate that she did that, and a lot of her fans felt betrayed by her. And finally, she made a really poor creative choice when it came to her song XO. Now, the song XO from her 2013 album begins with audio of NASA's officers talking about a major malfunction involving the Challenger space shuttle, which exploded just over a minute after its launch. Now, 7 astronauts passed away in the tragic incident, so it seemed a little insensitive for Beyonce to use the audio in her song. She explained that she intended the audio to be a tribute to those who passed aboard the Challenger. "My heart goes out to the families of those lost in the Challenger disaster," she said at the time. The song XO was recorded with the sincerest intention to help heal those who have lost loved ones and to remind us that unexpected things happen, so love and appreciate every minute you have with those who mean the most to you. The songwriters included the audio in tribute to the unselfish work of the Challenger crew with the hope that they will never be forgotten. And I mean, I feel like this was just a PR response to the controversy. Well, that's all for our list of Beyonce scandals that everyone pretends never happened. Now, did any of these shock you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.